Hey friends, Paul here. So I want to talk to you about the 12 steps of narcissism recovery. This is a series I'm going to start making today, and I'd like to introduce it to you. So I have found, now for about 5 years, I've been in recovery from alcoholism and all that entails, which is extreme selfishness, narcissism, self-centeredness, trying to control the world around you, destroying other people, running over other people, not apologizing for, just really behaving like a POS narcissist. That's really what a lot of addicts turn into. And honestly, addiction, drinking alcohol, the running around, the sleeping with all the women, all the things I did was a solution for the deep, deep pain and insufficiency, the hole, the lack I felt inside. I felt completely empty, no character, no discipline, no sense of who I was. All I felt like I was these sensations, these instincts, these drives that told me to change the way I feel. I'm not okay as I am. And I believe that's also at the root of someone who behaves narcissistically or selfishly, destructively. They don't like who they are. They don't like how they are right now in their skin. They have to control and manipulate other people to serve them. They have to get the world to serve them, to give them what they want. All that matters is that they feel better. They're in control. They're on top. And Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous tells me they're like a director trying to control the world. If only everything would just stay in place. If only everyone would just take their direction. They try to play God. It doesn't work. They step on the toes of other people. They destroy other people's lives. They infect other people. And it's a sad, sad thing, right? In the end, trust me, they end up hurt. Though right now you may be in a situation where somebody has trounced you, has destroyed you, or is destroying your life or the other people's lives around you. In the end, it does come back. The rent, the bill always comes due. So I'd like to talk about how these 12 steps of AA, the 12-step program in general, which now is used across thousands of disorders and situations, 12-step recovery, which started with was taken off the Oxford group and then developed by Bill Wilson and Alcoholics Anonymous into a program of recovery. How every step of those takes so much humility and crushes your pride and ego so much if you consistently do them day in, day out, that it really helps to eliminate and flush out those narcissistic behaviors. Now, I still have some thoughts. Sure, I think I'll have those the rest of my life because I've been dealing with this since I was a child, but I don't behave that way. I choose to not listen to those thoughts. So what I'd like to do is just walk through over these next weeks what the 12 steps has done for me in specific in regard to my narcissism and low self-esteem, and how I treat the world around me, how I no longer try my best not to control the world or things or people around me. Let them be, let life happen, live and let live, we call it. And a lot of people have said there's no recovery from NPD or narcissism. And I disagree, strongly disagree. If someone can have a bottom, just like they do in addiction, if someone can have a bottom with their narcissistic, abusive, selfish behaviors, if they have the capacity. Now, some people, sure, I'll admit they don't. Some people don't ever end up getting sober. They just can't do it. So they're missing something. But most people, if they reach the point of destruction, they reach the point of surrender, where they've destroyed so much, so many things, and they're left so broken that they're willing to surrender and try another way and give up, wave that white flag, then this can work for them. So, maybe this will help you or someone or it'll just kind of give you some insight into the psyche of someone who's behaved this way and now recovered, and what that healing and recovery looks like on a daily basis. So, by the way, my name's Paul. I make these videos when I can. I do have I have two businesses I run, which is another real big benefit of being sober and not behaving the ways I used to today. But I do offer coaching and consulting on my off time, on the weekends and in the evenings. So if that interests you, for now, I'm going to take the DMs on my Instagram. I'll put the link below. It's Paul Graves Realtor altogether. Real estate's one of my businesses, Paul Graves Realtor. Just go ahead and DM me there. If there's other instructions, I do have a page on my website. I may have some sort of links or scheduling links on there. I'll put that down below in the description in the future. Otherwise, shoot me a DM. I'll send you the details. Love to work with you, help you. Wherever you're at, that could just be a one-time consult. Could be a regular thing for a few months. No worries at all. Just go ahead and reach out. So anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to start putting out these videos this week, so look for them. And I'm really just going to go through the steps in order, what each of those steps of 12-step recovery meant for me in eliminating these narcissistic behaviors that stem from low self-esteem and, lack of depth of character, lack of belief in myself, just really this feeling like something was wrong with me or broken in me my whole life. And my solution, my defense mechanism for that was to behave narcissistically, selfishly, recklessly, and just put up this tough, don't give a crap exterior so nobody would see truly how weak and broken and scared I was all the time. Now I'm going through, last note, going through a really hard situation this last about 10 months or so. I had the end of a relationship involving a child, really hard. And there's, regrets from years ago. I met this person years ago when I was still behaving this way. So a lot of regrets and, things that I deal with for behaviors past. But it's taught me so much and actually only deepened my gratitude and sense of healing and recovery that's going to be in my future. So I'm going to share some with you about that. How someone who once was the offending party, doing all these things, treating people like that, how that could happen to me and what happened and how I'm recovering from that. And it's going to be really insightful. So anyhow, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next video. This is Paul, Take the Lemon, signing off. Have an awesome day.